What's good, y'all? This is Meese, Vice Commish of the Goalie, checking in with y'all again. As you can tell, I'm kind of sick, under the weather, so I'm gonna try to keep this video short. But sorry I couldn't make a video last week. Just busy. It happens. I'm trying to get some guests in here, but like I said, everyone's been busy. So hopefully next week I'm gonna reach out again, see if I can get someone in here. But for the meantime, it's gonna be me right now. It's gonna be a quick video, like I said. Just really under the weather. You can tell by my voice. So, but yeah, y'all can see we're in a new location. Someone do the Halo theme. Key that in. Copyrights can't do it, but yeah, y'all see it. Y'all see where we at. But yeah, man, let me start sharing my screen. Let's get started. We're gonna do a recap of last week, this week's future matchups, and then we'll check the standings out, see what it's looking like. But yeah, let me share my screen, y'all. Uh, let's see. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Hopefully, y'all can see that. Y'all can see it. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, yeah. Bet. All right, man. So this is week 9. This was last week. So let's go. Dive into it. Last week's matchup. So you can see me versus Orange Kush, 127 to 107. I was hoping for my team to put up more points than they did, but winning by 20 is still solid outing. Orange Kush, I feel like he's been lucky at some points, but he's been getting carried by a couple players. But this week it didn't pan out. Even though CD Lamb put up, I believe 30. Let's take a look. CD Lamb 28, but it just wasn't enough. The rest of his team just did abysmal. He had his Trevor Lawrence on bye, so he had to pick up quarterback. He went with Gardner Minshew, which 9 points, not gonna cut it. Um, Gabe Davis 0 points. So we were watching that game that was on primetime game, and yeah, 0 points. He got a couple targets, but yeah, that's big time for me. Taysom Hill, I was expecting when he picked him up, I was like, man, I slept on it. I should have put a waiver for him. And nice by him, rightfully so. He acknowledged that he's been going off. He picked him up, he started him, and he got him 20 points, and then CeeDee Lamb 28, but it just wasn't enough. So yeah, 107 to 127 on my side. Amari Cooper went off. He had I'm not gonna lie, it was a lucky touchdown. I don't know if you guys saw it. Defender tipped it, I believe at the line of scrimmage, and it bounced into the end zone, and Amari caught it. So not gonna lie, his touchdown was lucky. Jamar Chase down game. Burrow solid 22, which is very good. This is what I was hoping for. Consistent 22. Me picking up Cleveland defense was big time. 25 points. I honestly that helped me win this matchup because other than that, the rest of my team not so good. Not what I was expecting, especially from Godwin, only 3 points. But nonetheless, got the dub. 127, 107. Orange Kush is 5-4. I'm 3-6. I need to, get these wins, like get a win streak going. I can't be winning one, lose one, win one. I gotta get them, together. And for Mike, same thing for Mike. He's 5-4, sixth place. He's still looking good, to be honest, his record wise. But I feel like his team needs to be consistently putting up points because 107 is not gonna cut it. I think he needs to be around the 120 mark. Or anyone needs to be around the 120 mark to have a chance of winning any given week. So but yeah, man, let's keep it going. That was a big time dub for me. um, so yeah, let's go to the next one. Kasha Banahan against Watch Me Week. Same thing. I was expecting another blowout here, but we're not expecting a blowout, but because Shabay did have a lot of buys. He had Jamar Gibbs, Jameer Gibbs, Jameer Gibbs was on buy, and then the other what's it called? His other Lions player, which is Amon-Ra St. Brown. So he had both of those guys on bye. Yet he still put up a nice 117. On the other hand, Watch Me Weep. He's the lowest scoring GM. So 100 is a solid week for him, but obviously that's not going to get you wins. He's on a 8-game losing streak. So he won the first game, lost the rest. So that is crazy to me. He did make a right choice picking up Baker, but the rest of his team just I don't know what to say, man. Like is just, I guess, garbage. I guess, yeah, it's just bad. Kyle Pitts, 9 is not bad, but it's just not gonna cut it. Daryl Henderson at the flex. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Arnold's team, man. Let me see the bench. Yeah, Calvin Ridley on bye, Jared Judy, but it's just, I don't know. This is not enough. But nonetheless, he put up 100, which is, I guess, respectable, and it made it, I'm pretty sure, uncomfortable for Shibay, up until a certain point. But what's it called? Solid win for Shibay, 117. I think he's on a win streak right there. I believe 2 or 3 game win streak for Shibay, and then obviously Arnold's on an 8 game losing streak. Hopefully he keeps it going because I play him this week, so hopefully he keeps losing. But let's keep it moving, guys. This is this week, week 9. So Jeff and Jasneal. This was an interesting game. I feel like Jasneal had McCaffrey on bye, so this was a perfect opportunity for Jeff to, get a solid dub, stop his losing streak. But Jasneal put up 104, so that's pretty low score for him or for any team really. And like I said, it's because McCaffrey was on bye, so his best player essentially. Stevenson, he put up a good week in his stead, but the rest of his team didn't do so good, especially Mahomes, who's his QB that he drafted in the second round, only getting 15 this week. And I believe he had a bad game last week too, so kind of iffy for Mahomes there. But yeah, he had a bad week, 104. So I feel like this was the perfect opportunity for Jeff to stop his losing streak, but his team did just as bad. And in general, honestly, the whole NFL landscape, it was very defensive week, I would say, and not a lot of like scoring fantasy wise, I would say, from the star players. So Justin Herbert, like, he just didn't have the opportunity. They basically were dominating the whole game. It was a defensive game against the Jets, and they were just dominating. They had a special teams touchdown in that game, so 7 points for Justin Herbert. But it's not like he had a bad game, it's just the game flow of it. So that hurt him. Devonta Adams, same thing, another blowout. I get like they didn't need him essentially, right? So 7 points from him, and that's all that contributed to Jeff only putting up 79. Um, Not much you could do. I mean, it's just a tough week for everyone in the fantasy world, but I feel like still it was a good opportunity for Jeff to get a dub. If we look at his bench players, nothing stands out. I mean, Jonathan Smith did put up 21, but I don't know if you start him over Logan Thomas. It's not like, oh, it was an obvious start. So yeah, just a tough week, but good dub by just Neil. Jeff, so he's 6-3. He's actually our first place GM right now, which is interesting. Wow. And then Jeff, he started off 5-0, 4 straight losses. So we'll see if this week he could stop the bleeding. But yeah, let's keep it going, guys. Really quick video. So let's see. We got Esteban and Brolo and Cunalo, Simmer, aka Paul. Am I looking at this right? Oh yeah, this is last week. This is another tough one, man. A lot of good opportunities. Like I said, everyone had, for the majority, the whole, the fantasy world had low scoring teams. So look, another low scoring game, 113. And same thing with Esteban. It would have been a perfect opportunity to stop his losing streak because I believe he's on a losing streak as well. So Tua and Tyreek Hill, that was again game flow just hurt them 12 points each, which is way below their average. Let's see. Solid outings right here by the running back and tight ends and Olave as well. 19, 17, 16. The defense and kicker kind of hurt him. Same thing on the other side. Tyler Bass, only 4 points. This was a big pickup. It was a waiver wire pickup, I believe. Las Vegas, 27 points. So that kept Esteban in the game. But yeah, he lost by what, 4 points, three and some change. So there was a couple bench players he could have started that would have helped him, but like I said, it's just no way of knowing. Dalton Schultz over Njoku, that was a toss up actually. So I could have seen him, starting Schultz, especially he's been playing well. So if he would have, that one move, it could have gotten him his win. But Yeah, Lamar Jackson, same thing. He was in a blowout, so 11 points, mainly because, like I said, it's a blowout. So that hurt Esteban. And yeah, that caused them to lose by three and some change. So Esteban's on a losing streak. I believe Simmer Paul is on a winning streak. So it's literally, depends. Sorry, guys. If you start a player, damn, I should lay off them Newports, huh? Damn. But yeah, it literally depends if you start a player or not. It comes down to one decision really. So we got to keep that in mind. But yeah, shouts out to Simmer for getting the dub. I believe there's one more. Oh yeah, last one for last week. This was a good. I was keeping up with this one as well. Really good matchup. It was coming down to the wire, and Adrian was projected to lose. He was going to lose actually, but obviously he still had Allen and Dick stack, and wow, they went off during that. What was it, the Sunday night football game? So Allen and Diggs 25 and 22, which they've been doing that regularly all throughout the season. So Adriel, by getting them to go off, put him up to 127, and then I think Dill Raj was at 100 with Eckler still to play, and then Eckler went off, and he got him 21, but it wasn't enough. He needed 27, so 27 or more. So it's still decent show out for Del Raj there, put him 121, but Adriel pulled it off mainly because of Allen and Diggs stack, and then Higgins went off as well in that same game. So basically, these three players in that Sunday night football game went off for him and basically got him the win for this week. Let's check out the bench. Damn, yeah, I'm sick, man. But I still want to get out a video, even though it's gonna be a quick one. But hey, better than nothing. So um, every time I look at this, it's like, bro, what? Use your bench spot. This guy does not use his bench spots, but whatever. He's still 6-3, so can't blame him. But same thing with Adriel. He got some bench spots he could use. It, so I'm not sure what's going on there, guys. But hey, they're succeeding. You can't knock their hustle. So whether that works, Zach Charbonnet, I don't even know why he's rostered, but um, yeah. So yeah, shouts out to Adriel for that win. He puts him to 4-5, and then Del Raj, who was in first place last week, goes down to 6-3, and then which bumped him down to third place. We gotta we'll look at the standings right now. Actually, let me pull them up because this was the last one of last week. So they're dubbing rivalry week for this week. Mainly because it's basically back to our week one where we started. So the person you played this week is the person you played in week one. So that's why I guess they're dubbing it rivalry week. But we'll get into that right now. But yeah, these are our standings. So like I said, three-way tie for first, but we got the tiebreaker of points four. So we got Jasneil, Shubay, and then Del Raj, all with the same record. After that, we got 3, 5, and fours. Simmer, Jeff, and Koopa, and then 2, 4, and fives, 3 and 6. That's where I'm at, and then 1 and 8 down there for Arnold. So I don't know. Arnold lose 8 game losing streak, so I guess he's already given into to doing the punishment. So might be. So that's exciting to see. We'll see what that will be like, and then I still have a shot at making the playoffs as well. I think. Oh, I definitely do, but I just need some people, certain people to lose, either Simmer or Jeff to lose, or Mike, any of these three. Well, essentially anyone above me. I just need them to lose. So let's look at some win streaks. We got just Neil 4 game win streak, should be a 3 game win streak, which is impressive. Winning two is in general is impressive. So Simmer 1-2. Some losing streaks. We got Jeff started 5-0, losing 4. Esteban lost 3 in a row. So they're trying to stop the bleeding essentially. So and then same thing with like I just mentioned, Arnold 8 game losing streak. So we'll see if they stop the bleeding this week. Maybe some players come back from IR and also the bye week as well. So let's take a look, y'all. All right, so the rivalry week. So here we are. So this is this week's matchup, and today's Thursday. So we still got fresh. No one has played. Everyone's still at zero. Just for the sake of, I'm gonna go quick, and I'm just gonna go in order. So I would be lying if I said I wasn't worried about my team this week. Um, just because of the matchup. So I know I'm playing Arnold, who's the lowest scoring GM, but anything can happen any week. So I am kind of, I want to say nervous, but just concerned about my team. Jamar Chase is questionable with his little back injury fall. I feel like he's going to play because T. Higgins is most likely not going to play. So I feel like Chase is going to suit up, but he might not be 100%. DJ Moore against Carolina, still playing with a backup QB is what worries me. Pollard, who hasn't been good. ETN against a good SF team. Um, Let me see my bench. Cooper against Baltimore. Baltimore's probably one of the best defensive teams, divisional game, so I don't like Cooper. I don't like that matchup for him. So yeah, I still got some um, decisions to make. I might start Foreman tonight. So if you see him starting and then I'm raging later tonight, you know why? Because I'm still on the fence. I might start him. Might start him instead of Moore, because obviously I don't want to start two Chicago players, especially Chicago being a trash team. So, and I'm already starting their defense most likely, so I don't want to start three players for that same team. So a lot of decisions to make, and then that's what worries me. There's still some uncertainty on my team. On the other side, Arnold, he still has Barkley and Jones, who are star players. So any given week they could go off. So they've been held in check, but you just never know. Any week they could drop 30 out of nowhere. So that's what worries me. Calvin Ridley back from a bye. SF has been kind of um, sus in the back end. So the corners, safeties been kind of lacking. So Calvin Ridley might have a good game. His quarterback doesn't, concern me, but you just never know, guys. So that's what worries me. I'm still gonna pick myself to win, but should be a good one. This is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'm gonna pick myself. But yeah, let's keep it moving to next week. Shabay versus Esteban. I'm just gonna go with Shabay. I was looking at this earlier, and Esteban has hella buys to his star players. So if we look, we got Mostert on buy, Cooper Cup on buy, and AJ Brown on buy. So three of his studs are on buy. So that is why I'm gonna take Shabay. Shabay gets St. Brown back. He gets Jameer Gibbs back. So that should help his team uh, score more points than last week. And last week he put up 117. So he should be looking at going 120, 130, just like his projection says. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Shabay, just mainly because Esteban has all those buys, and then I don't like the depth he has, so I don't like Najee. He had a good week last week, but I just don't like uh his style for a fantasy running back. Doesn't really catch the ball. And then Mostert is out as well. Kenneth Walker against Washington, he could go off, but you just never know. So I'm just gonna go with Shabay, but I won't discount like I said, anything can happen any given week. So that's the one could pull off an upset, but for the sake of picking somebody, I'm gonna go with Shabay. The third matchup, let's go with Orange Kush and Koopa. Orange Kush, my bad. Orange Kush and just Neil. And same thing. Anything could happen, but just Neil does have Mahomes on bye, but Mahomes hasn't been going off like that anyway. So I'm gonna pick just Neil to win, mainly because Michael Koopa, his team is second lowest scoring, I believe. We'll take a look again. We'll look at points for, but he hasn't been putting up a lot of points. So just solely because of that, I don't think this is the week where his team just explodes and puts up 130, 140. Um, I mean, you never know. I don't want to say it's not going to happen, but you never know. But I just don't see it happening, right? Such a cliche, but yeah, I'm gonna pick just Neil for this week. Bijan could have a good game, especially after the reports that they need to give him the ball. So Bijan I could see him having 25, 30, but just the rest of his team, I don't know. Well, Montgomery is back, okay, but he's coming off an injury. T Law against SF. Hold on, now that I look, this is actually a closer one than I thought. NO against Minnesota. This is okay. This is I'm tripping. Yeah, this could be solid. I'm still gonna pick just Neil, just because he has McCaffrey and Kamara back. His dual running back threat. Hawkinson, Stevenson. Okay, I'm still gonna pick just Neil, but I can see Mike putting up some points this week. Sorry guys. Yeah, I take what I said back. I take what I said back because yeah, he has a good lineup this week actually. So um good matchups as well. So I can see it being closer than expected, closer than these projections for sure. I'm still gonna go just Neil though. So, but yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh man, I hate being sick, man. This shit's the worst. But yeah, let's go. So we got Paul Simmer versus my boy Adriel. Higgins is not gonna play. They're saying he's unlikely to play, so he's gonna switch him out. But Higgins being out now, I just don't like Adriel's options after that. I think he has Kirk, so he'll probably slot Kirk in there, and I can see Kirk having the game. But this is what worries me about Adriel's team. He his running back depth. I tried to offer him a trade for a running back, but he declined it, which is cool. I get it, but Jalen Warren and Tajay Spears. So yeah, those two running backs are not going to cut it, and I believe. Oh, it's because Pacheco's on by, which okay, I get it, but yeah, I don't like these two running backs. So solely off of that, and then Diggs and then Higgins is not going to play. I'm not sure Allen and Diggs could, you know, carry the rest of his team. And the rest of his team, I mean, these three spots right here. He'll put Kirk in here, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Paul. I know on Discord he was already congratulating Adriel, like, good win, even though they haven't played. And the reason he was doing that is because he has Tyreek Hill and Tua Tagovailoa. Did I say that right? I wanted to say it, but yeah, because he has him on bye, so that's why he was congratulating Adriel. But he picked up Jared Goff, which is a solid streaming option against the Chargers, so that should be a good game. He has Ayuk, who's on bye last week, and he's going to slot him in this week instead of Hill. So like he still has a good team. You know what I'm saying? So and then Derrick Henry, and then he has Tajay Spears. So obviously Derrick Henry is the lead back. So unless he gets hurt, Derrick Henry should outscore Tajay Spears, and then Javante Williams against Buffalo, which is a tough matchup maybe, but he'll get touches. So I know he was congratulating Angel, but he makes the right moves to still feel this good squad. So I'll still pick Brola and Cunado to win this week. Anything can happen, but I'm still gonna pick him to win. But yeah, let's keep it moving. And this one was actually good too. I was looking at it earlier. So we got Jeff versus Del Raj. Uh shoot. Let's take a look, y'all. So a lot of bye weeks for Del Raj as well. So if we go straight there, his Eagles stack. Remember previous video, a couple videos back, I mentioned he has three Eagles that he starts. So Jalen Hurts, Swift, and Goddard. So obviously they're all on bye. Uh, so to replace them, he went with Cole Kmet, Will Levis, and who's the other player? The running back, and then he slotted in. Well, he has a good running back, so he slotted in Jacobs from the flex, and then he put Pickens down there. So I like his running backs, Eckler and Jacobs, and then Pittman's a solid receiver. I was actually trying to trade for him, but and then Baltimore should be a good matchup. I don't know if they'll go off like that, the defense, but divisional game, you never know. So he fielded a good team, but on the other side, I feel like Jeff's team is due. So Mixon against Houston, very good matchup for him, especially if they do have Higgins out. I feel like they might feed Mixon. You know, he'll get those touches, goal line touches as well. So he might have a multiple touchdown game. Brees Hall as well, coming off a bat. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he had a. I can't remember his stat line last week, but I know they lost, and I know they didn't score a touchdown. So I feel like he's bound to have a bounce back game. Excuse me, guys. But so I feel like his running backs will do good this week. And then same thing with Adams. He'll be matched up with Sauce, but that's gonna be interesting. I feel like that will be the X factor, Devontae Adams. So if he could get some, touches, some catches against Sauce and that defense, because the Jets defense is really, really good. So I feel like Adams will be the X factor. But all the other matchups I like. So Herbert against Detroit, even though they're a good defense, should be, a high scoring game perhaps. Mike Evans against Tennessee, his tight end. Only one I don't like is this flex, but you got to do what you got to do. I believe Kyron Williams and Justin Jefferson. I don't think he'll be activated this week. He might. I know he started limited practice, so you never know. But nonetheless, if Jefferson plays or if he doesn't, I think I'm gonna rock with Jeff to pull off an upset. This is my upset pick of the week. I could see it happening, and like I said, the X factor will be Devontae Adams. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the running backs. These two running backs, I feel like will have good games. And not to say Eckler and Jacobs won't have good games, but um, yeah, I'm gonna rock with Jeff. That'll be my upset pick of the week. So yeah, I'll go with that. Oh man, I'm struggling over here. All right, let's see. And then yeah, I think that was the last one, guys. So that was the last one. My kind of short analysis. My bad, guys. Trying to be a quick video. Obviously, I'm fucked up. So quick analysis. Just my. I didn't study the lineups that good, but just my quick analysis of what I think is going to happen this upcoming week. But I did want to go one last thing. Just look at the standings. Look at the. Oh, it's not gonna let me do the. It's not like the app where it lets you filter it by points for, but just by looking at it, we could see Arnold. This is the lowest scoring GM, 847, which makes sense why he's lost 8 and he's 1-8. And then after that, Orange Kush. So these two haven't scored 1,000 points yet. Um, so yeah, it's just interesting to see. And then we'll from there. I believe it's 995. It is Esteban. No, Adriel. Yeah, no, Jeff. Then Adriel. Then yeah, it's just hard to see like that Esteban. But yeah, we can see the bottom, and then the top ones. I know it is Brolo at 12. Kyle Shibanahan, Shibay, he's been putting up points, and then Just Neil has been putting up points. I know I'm fourth, I believe, with 1125. Yeah, I'm fourth in points scored. So it matters and it doesn't matter, obviously, because you got some high scores down here, and then some low scores up here, like Orange Curse. So hopefully we're gonna start seeing that balance out, but you just never know. I just wanted to point it out. So yeah, and some of that, I took into consideration on these matchups. Basically what they're averaging. Um, but yeah, waiver wires. So me, this is funny. Shabay was roasting us. 1 and 2 down here. We're saving it. I don't even know why we're saving it. To be honest, I know what you're saying. Especially Arnold. I don't know what he's saving it, but yeah, that's the waiver wires right here. This is interesting too. The moves. So Shabay has made the most moves. Jeff got 35 moves, 36 for me down here. So it matters and it doesn't matter as well either, because you got just Neil who hasn't made no moves or 9 moves, and he's up here, and that's I made a lot of moves. I'm all the way down here, so I guess sometimes it doesn't matter. Maybe sometimes it's also just overthinking, I guess. But yeah, just interesting to see, stats. But yeah, guys, so that's gonna do it. I'm gonna go take some meds, get ready for this game Thursday night football. I don't know. Maybe you'll see me stressing over forming, not scoring, from the 1 yard line later today on the Discord, but I guess we'll find out. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully, y'all stay active on this league. Let's keep it going. But yeah, hopefully, y'all get y'all's dubs and let's get it, fellas. I'll catch you on next week for sure. I'll be back. All right. Oh, man.